I want to touch on a very important basic foundation skill that your horse should know how to do, and that is, can your horse walk on the lunge line? I see all the time people will bring their horse into the round pen, and when they set them loose, their horse will just start running around the round pen, not thinking. Their head will be facing towards the outside, looking at their buddies, looking at their stall, looking at everything on their surrounding, except for being present in the middle of the session. Do you see how she's walking off right now? So I want her to be more present in the session with what I'm asking her to do, and to be focused on me, to not be focused on her surroundings, looking out of the side of the round pen, and to not just think run all the time. We want forward movement, but we want control, and we want the horse to have self-control and be able to self-regulate themselves. And how we get that, aside from a bunch of very important other pieces of groundwork, but having them walk on the lunge line. So when I open my hand and that contact hits that halter and that pressure, I want her to walk off very calmly. And I don't want her to not have any forward impulsion. I don't want her to just be dragging her feet, but I want her to be walking off, and I want her to not be looking outside of the round pen and at what her buddies are doing. So that when I take her off of the line and I ask her to move out, I want her to be thinking with her brain and not just, oh, round pen means work, oh, I need to run, oh, I need to just do whatever I want to do that makes me feel good and to get my energy out. I don't let horses play on the lunge line. They need to be very aware of where I'm at, aware of their surroundings, and to be present in the session. So when she starts looking outside of the round pen, I'm going to put contact on and move her hips over and have her give me a nice inside bend. And then I'm going to let her out, and I'm going to leave her alone, and I want her to walk. So this is going to teach her to bring herself down, to focus, to use her brain, and to not just be thinking about moving, running. Because when this pressure comes on and I ask her to do something, I want her to start focusing. We're going to stand here, and when we're standing here, she needs to be engaged at me. She needs to not be looking behind her, walking off without me asking her to walk off. So if she does that and her focus loses, I'm going to ask her to do something and to bring her focus back to me. So the licking and chewing, she's self-regulating, she's processing, so I don't want to interrupt the processing time, and I can already see her energy coming down. So she goes to move off again. I'm going to disengage her, and I want her to stand there. High energy horses, high anxiety horses, they will have a very, very hard time doing this. And if you're always seeming to be fighting with your horse's focus and to get them to walk, come back down and do this step. When you ask your horse to send out, can they send out at a walk without them blowing out, running, trotting, whatever it is, bolting, going to the end of the line, head sticking to the outside of the round pen, looking at everything else other than focusing and being aware of me inside of the round pen. So when I pick up and ask her to come, that was much nicer. She was kind of figuring out, does she want me to stop? Does she want me to give an inside bend? So I just want to keep asking and keeping my cue consistent so that she knows to disengage and to face up at me. But notice how when I asked her to stop, her head instantly went up and she started looking out beyond her, and she's trying to disassociate from the session versus, oh, just stop and then be content. So I'm looking for her to walk out on the line when I ask. So the problem that you're going to fall into if you have the mindset of, oh, I just need to run her and let her run around for a little bit to get her energy out, is you're going to have to be doing that more and more. So what might have taken you 5 minutes the first time you did it try a month from now, if you're doing that every time you work your horse, you're going to be doing it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you're going to eventually never be able to get your horse tired because you're working so hard at getting them super, super fit. How you get a horse to relax is teaching them how to self-regulate, teaching them self-control, and to focus and be present in the session and not just, oh, let me just get my horse super physically tired so they don't have energy to do anything. So right there, I didn't ask her to trot, I asked her to move her hip over. So I'm not going to let her trot out. I'm not going to reinforce that. I'm going to keep my aid on and keep asking her to move her hip over so that she understands I don't mean forward, I mean walk. This is also why I like doing this with a shorter rope, so that I don't have so much rope in my hand that I'm struggling to be able to coordinate it. Ask her to move her hip out. There we go, without her trotting off, and then she can walk out. My line is still long enough that when I let her to the end of it, she's got plenty of space, she's not super bound up with me, and I'm not controlling her movement, I'm not micromanaging her or anything. So when I ask her to trot, it's a nice working trot. She's staying balanced. If she starts getting unbalanced and looking to the outside, I'm going to bring her into me, ask her to balance herself, then she can go back out. I'm not looking to have her stay here being perfectly balanced for 5 minutes. I'm looking for a nice half a lap try, quarter of a lap, rewarding that effort, telling her that's good, that's what she needs to do, because she is going to be using muscle and strength that she needs to build. But what I do expect her to be able to do is to walk. When I ask her to walk, when I put her in a walk, that she needs to stay there and have some self-control. So I hope you try this with your horse if you're struggling.